Did you know that both George Washington and Thomas Jefferson grew marijuana on their plantations? Well, today I'm going to persuade you to legalize marijuana. Some of the topics that I'm going to inform you about are how marijuana can have positive medical uses and how it can affect our economy. Marijuana could be affecting your life right now. Your kids could be using the substance or distributing it, or if you've used it in the past, you could have a charge on your criminal record, which could lead to a rough patch in your life. According to the government surveys, marijuana is actually one of the most popular drugs on the market or streets. It comes in a close third place behind alcohol and tobacco. According to government surveys, over 100 million people have tried smoking marijuana. Some 25 million Americans have smoked in the past year, and more than 14 million people smoke it on a regular basis, even with the harsh laws. What most people didn't know is that marijuana is a less dangerous drug than alcohol and tobacco. Roughly 50,000 people die each year from alcohol poisoning alone. Similarly, more than 400,000 deaths are from smoking tobacco. And here's an excerpt from European medical journal The Lancet. The smoking of cannabis, even long-term, is not harmful to health. It would be reasonable to judge cannabis as less of a threat than alcohol or tobacco. As for medical uses, modern research suggests cannabis is a valuable aid in the treatment of a wide range of clinical applications. These include pain relief, particularly the neuropathic pain, which is pain from nerve damage, nausea, glaucoma, and movement disorders. Marijuana is also a powerful appetite stimulant, specifically for patients suffering from HIV, the AIDS wasting disorder, and or dementia. Emerging research suggests that marijuana's medicinal properties may protect the body against some types of malignant tumors and are neuroprotective. Marijuana could have huge effects on our economy. According to the Federal Bureau of Investigation Annual Uniform Crime Report, police made 853,383 marijuana-related arrests last year alone. It costs approximately $30,000 to $40,000 a year to keep someone in jail. So once you do the math by multiplying that 853,383 people, you would have roughly $3 billion that we could save annually. The government spends $7.7 billion a year on enforcement of prohibition each year. And if marijuana were to be treated at rates comparable to those of alcohol and tobacco, the tax benefits would be about $6.2 billion annually. And potential revenues of cannabis, coffee shops, canna tourism, natural metapod products, and the canna industrial products competing with current industries including cotton, nylon, animal fats, forest products, petrochemicals, petroleum, food oils, and other profitable products would be about $7 billion. So add all that together, and each year we would save roughly $24 billion. As for statistics go, for and against marijuana, CNN and Time magazine did some polls. Back in April of 1986, 18% of people favored the legalization of marijuana, and 78% of people opposed it, while only 4% were not sure. But in a more recent poll taken in October of 2002, 34% of people favored it, 59% people opposed it, and 7% were unsure. Seeing at how many people have smoked or still smoking marijuana, I'm going to give you some examples of the penalties that you would receive just in Virginia. For the possession of marijuana of any amount for first-time offenders, you would get a misdemeanor, up to 30 days in jail, and a fine of about $500. For someone with more charges than just one or repeat offenders, they get a misdemeanor, 1 year of jail time, and a fine of up to $2,500. And that's just for possession. If you decide that you're going to sell marijuana, the range of penalties gets much greater, and it goes from a misdemeanor to felonies, 1 to 40 years in jail, and fines of $2,500 to $1 million. Well, today I persuaded you to legalize marijuana. Marijuana is not the enemy, or at least it will not always be. It has substantial potential for medical uses. Also, marijuana has the ability to help our troubled economy, which would be great help nowadays. And I would like to finish with a quote from ex-President Jimmy Carter. Penalties against a drug should not be more damaging to an individual than the use of the drug itself. Nowhere is it more clear than in the laws against possession of marijuana in private for personal use. The National Commission on Marijuana and Abuse concluded years ago that marijuana should be decriminalized, and I believe it is time to implement these basic recommendations. Therefore, I support legislation amending federal laws to eliminate all federal criminal penalties for the possession of and up to 1 ounce of marijuana. And thank you.